Hi guys! How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's having a great day. So today I'm going to hold up a few things that I have here for you. And I'm going to see if you can figure out what we are going to do with them today. So I have a yardstick. I have a ruler. I have a measuring cup. I have another measuring cup. I have a scale, little tiny scale. I have another bigger scale. And, oh look, you're going to love this. I have a, looks like a little pug, doesn't it? But look what it really is. You pull his tongue and it's a tape measure. And I have another tape measure. Looks like this. So you've probably seen these things around your house. And do you know what we use these things for? If you said measuring, you are correct. Today we are going to have a little lesson in measuring and what tools we use when we need to measure something. There's going to be 3 parts of this lesson, and today is part 1. So you're going to have to come back 2 more times to get the whole lesson on measuring. So today I want to talk about why is it important to know how to measure? Why would we want to know how to measure and why is it important to us? Well, it's very important to know how to measure because if you want to build something or make something, the directions might say you need a 6-inch piece of paper or a yard long piece of paper, and you're gonna have to know how to measure those things and what tool you would use to measure. If you're cooking, cooking has a lot of measurement in it, so we would use our measuring cups when we cook, because if the recipe calls for, let's say, a cup of sugar, you want to make sure that you put enough sugar in there, not too much, so that your recipe turns out good. What if you play sports? That's really important. If you play football, you know that there's yards on the football field, so that's really important. You're going to have to know how to measure when you play sports. Oh, what if your mom wants to buy you some clothes? Let's say you can't go to the store to try them on. You're going to need your mom to measure you so you know if those clothes are going to fit. You buy them online. What if you want to lift something? Let's say you're going to lift weights. Well, you're going to have to know how many pounds you can lift, and that's very important too. So you're going to have to know these things in life. Learning how to measure is a life skill. It's very important. What about feeding your pets? When I feed the pugs every day, I have to know exactly how much food to give them so they don't get overweight and they don't get too skinny. So I have to know how much food to measure out for them. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to look at my chart. I hope you can see it. This is measurements, words that we need to know when we're going to measure. So we have up here the words length and height. And that is when we are going to measure how long or how tall an object is. And when we measure how long or tall something is, we will use tools like a tape measure, we will use a ruler, we will use a yardstick, and the words that we will use when we measure length and height are going to be centimeter. On my ruler, I have 2 sides. I have a centimeter side and I have an inch side, and then a foot. So a foot is 12 inches, so this ruler is 1 foot. We also need to know how to use the word yard. This is a yardstick and it has 3 feet in this yardstick. So I have 3 of these rulers on this yardstick. So those are the words we use when we are going to measure length and height. Now, let's look at capacity. You might wonder, what does that word mean? Capacity. Capacity is how much a container can hold. So the tools that we'll use when we're measuring how much a container can hold would be cup, pint, quart, gallon. And you might recognize some of these because they're probably all in your kitchen. So we have a cup, we have a pint, and this could be maybe some orange juice in your refrigerator. It comes in a carton like this, which is a quart. And then maybe you have a gallon of milk in your refrigerator. That would be a gallon. So this is how we would use to measure capacity, how much a container holds. And then we have weight. If I wanted to know how much Maya weighs, I would use my scale. So I have a scale here. You probably have one of these in your house. I have a little scale. Look, if I want to measure food, how much food I am going to eat, or if I'm making something in my kitchen, I would use my little scale. So the words we use when we talk about weight are ounce, pound, and ton. A ton is very heavy. And you can see here, this is a balance scale. This probably reminds you of a seesaw. I know we've done this on the playground before. Who's heavier? The heaviest always falls to the bottom, like our watermelon here. And there's our apple at the top because it doesn't weigh more than a watermelon. So let's go over the tools that we use to measure something. I'm going to give you a question, and then you're going to tell me what answer it would be. If I want to measure how much Maya weighs, what tool would I use? Did you say scale? You are correct. What if I want to know how tall Maya is? What would I use? Did you say a ruler or a yardstick or a measuring tape? If I want to know how tall Maya is, if you did, you are right. What if I want to know how long Maya is? What would I use? Did you say all three of those items again? The measuring tape, the ruler, and the yardstick? If you did, you are right. What if I want to know how much food I have to feed Maya? Did you say cup or a measuring cup? You are right. All right, so that is our lesson for today. Let's try to remember those words that we use. Let's go back over them again. Length and height is how long or tall an object is. Capacity is how much a container can hold. Weight, how heavy an object is. And then I showed you all the tools that we use to do each one of those things. So tomorrow I'm going to read you an awesome story about a little girl whose teacher gives her an assignment. And the assignment is she can measure anything she wants. She gets to choose to measure anything. And we're going to listen to that story tomorrow. So thanks for listening, guys. Keep all these words in your head, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. I hope you have a great day.